So we're finally doing it, you all. We're doing the dedicated review to Montale Paris, that is Bubble Forever, a new release for summer 2024. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. These and Maria here. Yes, we're doing a dedicated fragrance review because I know you all love these, and particularly on new releases, and this one is definitely a new release. So as always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, I rate fragrances by 4 categories. The first category being mood, and it's simply when do I see myself wearing it, what time of year. We talk about it there. The second category is strength, and that's on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being nuclear powerhouse juice. Third category is longevity, and that is how many hours long lasting is this fragrance. And then the fourth and final category is the fun one, and that is this a compliment getting fragrance? That is a yes or no answer. So now you know how we do things, and let's get into it for Bubble Forever. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I went with a nudie pink, one y'all have seen a million times here on the channel. This is from MAC, and this is MAC Come Over. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and as always, I will put the full makeup details and all that in the description box as well, so you don't have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and since this is a dedicated review, of course, the fragrance of the day is going to be the belle of the ball, and that is this beauty right here, this pretty pastel pink bottle, and this is Bubble Forever. So now let's get into the backstory and specs of Bubble Forever, you all. So as stated, this was a new release for summer 2024. I actually got it, what was that, I got it in late June. Yeah, so I had it sent to me in late June. It was released to everyone worldwide July 1. So I was able to play with it, and I have shown it here on the channel a few times. It was kindly gifted to me, sent over to me from Twisted Lily, which I've stated before. But alas, this fragrance was not the only one to come out in this release. There were 2 other fragrances that came out with it from the House of Montale. So we also had Oud Fou Roses, and then we also had Beast Love. Now I do plan to get my nose on these 2 scents. I hope to get some samples of them soon, and once I do, trust and believe, I will do a first impression sampling overview of the other 2 fragrances so we can at least know how we feel about the entire collection, you know. So stay tuned for that in the future. And I want to say I looked over all the notes though of all of them, which is a good thing. I was able to kind of get an idea and see, you know, when I was like, when I saw these were coming, because of course, you know, everybody leaks new information and different things that's coming out, and I saw what the vibe was for all 3, and for me, Bubble Forever stood out the most. I was just like, I know I would wear that one, so that's the one I went with. So with this being a new release, it doesn't have a whole bunch of sizes and all that type of thing. So it only has 1 size right now, and that is the 100 ml size. That is this beauty right here in front of you, and it currently retails for $180. So yay. One thing I will say, for 100 ml, $180, and this is a niche brand, a niche house, in the grand scheme of things, y'all, that isn't bad, because now we have designers that are also rivaling niche houses, which is still kind of a conundrum and kind of a very new thing. If you've been into fragrances for years, especially decades, that's a new thing. But alas, 1 size, 1 price. That's what we got. The concentration of Bubble Forever, you all, is EDP, or Eau de Parfum. And now let's get into the notes for this scent. So you all, we have top notes of sparkling grapefruit, we have Sicilian lemon, we have Williams pear, and we have Calabrian neroli. And then we have heart notes, you all. We have our warm clay and cinnamon, we have Egyptian jasmine, we have Bulgarian rose, we have orange blossom in here too. Then we have base notes, y'all, of sweet toffee, we have vanilla pods, and then we have fluffy musk and amber. So looking at these notes, again, like I said, I was able to read over these notes, and I was like, yeah, this is sticking out to me, because when I see neroli, grapefruit, cinnamon, rose, orange blossom, I saw toffee, especially the toffee. That is what sold me on this scent. I said, oh, okay, this is going to be a sweet gourmand type of scent. And it's gonna be fun and kind of girly, in my opinion, because those are kind of girly notes. So that's what I was hoping I would get. And I have to say, that is what I've gotten. So I'm going to refresh my nose with this scent. I have been wearing this a lot. If you all have been watching my weekly roundup on my YouTube shorts, or if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it on there, you all have seen that this has been in my weekly roundups pretty regularly for the past, what's this, almost 2 months now, because me and Bubble Forever, I've been really playing in it so I could really get my thoughts together on this scent. And let me tell you what I get officially, like note-wise. I get the grapefruit for sure. And it smells like a bubble gummy situation in here in the middle. And then there is a vanilla musky base to me. So it is sweet. It's citrusy and sweet is what I'm getting. So citrus, sweet, and gourmand is kind of what I'm getting from this fragrance. So based on the notes, like what I read is kind of essentially what I got. Of course, not as nuanced, but you know, I want to give you all what I actually get from the scent, because we've all seen where you can read a fragrance notes and be like, oh, that sounds amazing. Then you get it and it smells absolutely nothing like it. I have to say pretty much, you know, the notes were spot on. I give it that. So now let's get into everyone's favorite part, which is the rating system. So in the mood category, so looking at this bottle, okay, the bottle kind of gives you an idea of what the mood is going to be for this fragrance. And that is extremely fun and happy. Dare I say kind of silly, kind of flirty, because this is pastel bubblegummy pink. It's literally what it is. And for me, I classify this fragrance as a spring or summer fragrance because it is very youthful and it is very, very sweet for sure. So that is the mood of this fragrance. Now the next category is strength, and that's on a scale of 1 to 10. Now for me, y'all, the strength of this fragrance is a 6 to me. It's a 6. Which I'm gonna tell you, in the world of Montale, that's weak. Because one thing about the House of Montale and their fragrances, they're normally extremely loud, very long lasting, all of the above, beast mode scents. They do that very well. So actually in comparison to those, and I have done an overview video on the House of Montale before of some of their best sellers, definitely check that video out if you haven't already. But now let me tell you something, this one is essentially lightweight compared to the old school, older Montale fragrances. That kind of shocked me. So I was like, huh. Okay, maybe Montale's going a different direction. Maybe they got tired of people complaining about things being too overbearing or too much, too cloying maybe. So, okay, we'll see what happens with these other releases that are going to be coming out with soon. Because one thing about Montale, they always releasing something. So yes, strength, y'all, is a 6. And the next category, you are longevity. Now, how many hours long lasting is this fragrance? So kind of sort of going in line with what I said about the strength, and it is surprising for the House of Montale. The longevity, you all, is 3 to 4 hours in this scent. And I gotta say, again, going back to the metric and the scale that is the House of Montale, that is low. That is very low. That is a lightweight, and shall I say disappointing, because I recognize this is a more upbeat, bubblegummy, fruity scent, sweet scent. I still would have expected at least 5 to 6 hours out of this type of DNA in this profile, because again, it's the House of Montale, so it's only 3 to 4 hours. Do I mind that? No, because it is super sweet and I just simply overspray it to make it last a little bit longer. But we're talking about average wear, you know, hitting your main post points, again, not having to bathe in it, it's 3 to 4 hours. Now the last category is simply, is this a compliment getting fragrance? And I have to say one thing about this one, and in particular, anything that smells like sweets and candy and sugar is always gonna be a compliment magnet. And this right here, Bubble Forever, is no exception to that rule. You smell like walking grown-up bubble gum. That's what it is. Because this is a more citrusy take on bubble gum. It's not too on the sugary sweet side. So that's what makes it still fun to wear, and it is overbearing. And particularly in the summertime, that's why I've been able to wear this scent in the dead of the heat. Because you all, Tennessee heat is no joke, and the humidity, woo, something else. But I have to say, it makes you feel like you're wearing a piece of childhood bubble gum from back in the day. That's what it makes you feel like. So that's why I say it's a happy scent, and it makes other people feel happy. So yes, this is a compliment getting fragrance for sure. I've gotten numerous compliments wearing this fragrance out and about. So in conclusion, I also want to say, I know somebody's probably going to ask this question, because if you've been watching my channel, you saw I did a bubblegum fragrances video, and Bubble Forever naturally inspired that video. And I gotta say, another fragrance that came out this summer, just to give a comparison, because somebody may be asking, well, this one came out in the spring, not so much the summer, but Kayali's Vanilla Candy also came out for the spring summer season, and it does have similar notes to this fragrance. So I just want to go ahead and do a quick comparison for y'all. If you all recall, in Kayali's Vanilla Candy fragrance, I did this full dedicated review already. It has candied pear in here, just sweet violet. We got bubblegum, white caramel, rock sugar, and vanilla cream. So there are similar notes, shall I say. Again, both of them having that pear, vanilla, and then we got this bubble situation going on. I'm gonna go ahead and spray some on here too. And the reason I'm willing to compare these two is because they both came out within the same season. So it's like, okay, is this the summer of bubblegum? Is that what we're doing? This is what it seems like. So y'all, with Kayali's Vanilla Rock Sugar, this one is truly heavier on the sweet sugary aspect to me, like actual candy shop, but the bubblegum is pronounced, and I even said that in its own dedicated review. Now with Bubble Forever, I get more of the grapefruit in here and that lemon in here, and the sugary aspect isn't so loud in this one. So if you're probably like, okay, which one still gives me a sweet aspect but isn't too much, won't overdo it, won't be too cloying, then in my opinion, that's when you go with the Bubble Forever. Now if you want straight up liquefied sugar, then you go the route of the Kayali Vanilla Candy. So that essentially is how I classify the two. So they are within their bubblegum realm, but they are completely different at the same time. So I just want to go ahead and address that. So all in all, I want to say in conclusion, based on what I have observed with this Bubble Forever release, along with the other 2 fragrances that came out again, the Beast Love and the Oud Full Roses, Bubble Forever is the undisputed star right now, because as of right now, when I looked this up and I went on Montale's official website, Bubble Forever is the only one that sold out. And the other 2 are still available for purchase. So I was like, okay, that's kind of telling me what I need to know. And even also too, I went on Twisted Lily, which again is where I got my bottle from. And same situation on Twisted Lily. Bubble Forever is the one that tends to go out of stock first. And the other ones, they've been sitting there sitting pretty. They've been just fine. So clearly this is the one, Bubble Forever, out of the collection. But alas, I'm still gonna smell the other ones later on, and we're gonna do a full-on comparison on what is the true champion out of the new summer collection from Montale. So let me know what you think, you all. All in all, I enjoy this fragrance. It's been a joy to wear. That's why I keep wearing it, and I want to continue to wear it. So it isn't a one and done situation for me. It is one I found myself reaching for multiple times. I keep going back to it, and it's an easy reach too. That's something else. Very easy reach. I don't have to think about it. So we love those, especially for summer. So all right, everyone, that is it, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.